Okay, how to install the main meter on a Hickok tube tester, the main digital meter, and replacing the analog meter. First thing you're going to do, well, make sure you follow directions. I am not going to go step by step in here. I'm just going to show you a few pointers that will help with the install, possibly, but you really need to follow directions. Okay. You need to remove the tester from the case, and you need to remove the meter. And I have this in an awkward position just to show you what I've done. This suggests that you add leads onto the orange and yellow wire coming directly from that stack right there where the capacitor is. That's where these wires come from, and they go to the meter on that wrapped bunch of wires with the little black bands around them. And I cut one of the bands down there, just one, so it made it a little bit easier for me to pull these wires all the way through. And what I'm going to do is put the wires, they're long enough when it comes like this so you don't have to tack on any extra wiring. I'm going to put these wires under the bundle of wires going to the sockets and right up to the main meter. Plenty of wire that way. But if you don't want to do that, you need to follow in the directions. You'll need to add some little bit of extra wire onto these wires. So these will come out the top like that. And then what you need to do is to get power to this meter is you're going to, according to this, let's see, converting back to the analog, okay. Like I said, you'll need to read these directions, but I'm not going to go through every step in here. Bring the meters through the tester, open digital meter tester, connect the positive, and the positive is always going to be the orange. I've always seen them orange and yellow, and the positive is the orange and negative is the yellow. Digital meter, feed them through the main ope. Carefully align the 4 posts on the digital meter mounting holes. Do not over tighten, okay. Step 6. Power leads. Locate the number 2 and 3 terminals on the outside of the transformer. If your transformer is labeled, it will be terminals A and B, which are going to be these ones right here with the 2 thicker wires coming out. That's A and B. We're going to attach wires onto here to come down to the board to the AC in. It's clearly marked AC in. It won't matter positive or negative. It's not going to matter on the AC. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to solder 2 wires onto these 2 terminals long enough so I can attach it to the AC in. So that's what I'm going to do next with the tube tester in the right position. I just wanted to show you what it looks like underneath here. Again, I'm also considering just removing these orange and yellow wires and using 2 completely different wires. But these wires, once you take them out of that bundle of wires, I cut that one loop off. It's hard for me to see on the camera if I'm even getting this. But I just cut one loop right before it starts turning, and I pulled these wires through with a pair of small pliers. I just pulled them right through. Very easy to do. I had no problems doing it. Some may be tougher than others, but no matter what, you're going to have to extend. If you don't do what I did, pull these through, you're going to have to extend the length of the wires just a couple inches, maybe 3 or 4 inches, so you can reach the top of the meter, because that's where the signal in is at. And you'll see right there, signal in, positive and negative. That's where we're going with those. And then the 2 wires from the transformer, again from the A and the B, are going to go to the power in. That's going to put power to the meter, and this is going to convert the power to the correct voltage. And then you'll have power to the meter and you have the signal to the meter. So let me get this set up the right way so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, and there they are hooked up. Coming from the A and the B, that's the brown and the yellow wire right there. going to the AC in. Like I said, it doesn't matter which one. There's no positive and negative on the AC. I probably should have kept these wires a little bit longer so you can, when you pull the meter out or have it upright, however you're going to do this, you have a little bit more space to pull them out. But I hooked the meters in here first and went up to there. It's a little bit harder that way. I would suggest, you know, leaving yourself a little bit more wire so you have room to work outside the face of the tester. So there it is. That's it for the meter, the main meter. It's hooked up. I'm just going to mount it with the 632 screws. And I have some threaded standoffs for spaces that, for example, see how close it is to the frame right there? Well, I have a threaded standoff that will go onto there and fit all the way down right next to the frame. Then you put the nut on top of the threaded standoff. That way it's tight. So that's it for the main meter. I hope this video helps.